Do you need qualifications to open a nursery? Well, in this video, we'll discuss what qualifications you need to work in a nursery based on the different roles you may wish to undertake whilst at nursery. So this goes from nursery apprentice all the way up to nursery owner. When working in a nursery, you need to have an approved childcare qualification. Unfortunately, it can be difficult to find nursery qualifications that are actually approved, as there are many online that advertise themselves as level 3 or level 2, but are not actually full and relevant, and which doesn't actually allow you to manage or work in the nursery and be counted in ratios. Therefore, it's important for you to find qualifications that actually allow you to work in the nursery and potentially allow you to manage the nursery too. This is what we'll go over in this video, but first, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel Open Nursery with myself, Kurt Lianya, where I support you to open, run and grow your own nursery. On this channel, I support you with all things early years, from learning the costs involved with opening your own nursery to learning more about the EYFS. There's lots here on the channel to help support you in your childcare journey. So why don't you plan an evening, and whatever your goals are, whether that's to open your own nursery or whether it's just to increase your knowledge around developing children, subscribe and join me to binge a few videos. Remember, knowledge is power, and there's lots here on the channel to help increase your knowledge all around the topic of childcare. Now, quite a few people ask me lots of different questions around the topic of nursery qualifications, asking whether they need qualifications to open a nursery, what these qualifications are, where to find them, and how quickly it can be done. Quite a few people that I support to open their own nursery haven't actually worked in a nursery before, so they fear that their lack of qualification is a major stumbling block. You may be feeling this too, and you may have apprehensions around running your own nursery as you're unsure about this area and may be asking similar questions. Well, in this video, you'll get the answer to all these questions as I help you to get the qualifications needed to open and run your own nursery. But even if you're just new to the childcare field or are thinking about joining the childcare field, then the information in this video will help you to get the right qualifications that you need in order to work in the nursery. But one of the main questions I get asked, as I support many different individuals to open their own nursery, is can you open a nursery without any qualifications? And I'm sure many of you will be pleased to know that the answer is yes. You don't need any formal qualifications to open your own nursery, as long as you don't intend to manage the nursery straight away. You can get qualified after you open a nursery, or you can just forego the qualification altogether if you have no intention of actually working in the nursery. Though, in order to do this, you will need to show Ofsted that you will hire a manager who is responsible for the day-to-day running of the nursery. That manager will need to have the relevant childcare qualification as well as at least 2 years of experience. If you were planning to manage the nursery as well as own the nursery, then you will need to have the qualification prior to opening. How long does this take? If you can get straight onto level 3 childcare course, then this will usually take roughly 18 months to complete. Though there are other avenues that you can use to make this time shorter, which we'll discuss shortly. If you aren't able to go straight onto level 3 course, then you will need to do level 2 childcare qualification first. This takes an additional 12 months, meaning in order to do level 3 qualification, it could take up to 30 months or 2.5 years. So if you want advice on how to get straight onto a level 3 childcare qualification, then drop me an email at curtly@openanursery.co.uk. Though, as I mentioned, if you don't plan on managing a nursery straight away, you don't need any formal qualifications to open your own nursery. Though despite this, it is important to note how important it is for you to understand the rules and regulations around running your nursery, regardless of whether you'll be working in the nursery or not. You need to make sure that you have a good understanding of the EYFS so that Ofsted can be confident in you that you will make sure that the rules and regulations set by them are adhered to. You can't be fully reliant on your manager. The buck ultimately stops with you if you are the owner. So you need to make sure that you understand how the nursery is supposed to be run and not rely solely on the manager, especially as during the lifetime of your business, you may end up changing your manager. Before registering your nursery, Ofsted will ask you questions around the EYFS, so it's important that you get to grips with it. Now, getting to grips with the EYFS isn't too challenging, and I do offer consultations to support this, which act as little mini Ofsted inspections. So check out the website Open Nursery if you want any help with this. But the important thing is to make sure you know enough about things like your safeguarding and your recruitment. So moving on to the next question that I usually get asked is, what qualifications do you actually need? I have touched on this already. So the standard qualification that you need is either the level 2 childcare qualification or a level 3 childcare qualification. The difference between the two essentially increases your status within the nursery. Though regardless, you both work under the same ratios, which at the time of this video is 1 to 8 for 3-year-olds, 1 to 5 for 2-year-olds, and 1 to 3 for under 2s. Though in each room you need at least one member of staff to hold a level 3 qualification, and your manager needs to have a level 3 qualification. Aside from this, the level 2 qualification is sufficient to work in childcare or in a nursery. You can now also get T-level qualifications to work in childcare too. These were launched in 2020. So in order to get these childcare qualifications, there are 2 routes. Firstly, the college route. If you want to get your qualification through a classroom-based course, you can get approved qualifications through a range of different training providers. To find out what training is available in your area, you should speak to your local college or colleges, training providers, or careers service. If you do decide to take this route, it's important for you to check if it is an approved qualification, as I've mentioned. Make sure you ask the training provider if the qualification has been approved by the Department for Education and whether it will allow you to work in a nursery as a level 2 or level 3 member of staff. This qualification can be obtained for free. The second route is the apprenticeship route. Apprenticeships combine real work with training and study for a specific role. You can learn new skills, gain new experiences, and earn a salary whilst doing so. You'll do this whilst working in a nursery, which you could choose to do once you've already started your nursery and work within your own one, or you could do it prior to opening and join another nursery and enroll on the apprenticeship through them. The level 3 apprenticeship takes roughly 18 months to complete. So another option you can use in order to speed up the time that you can get qualified is to enroll on a skills bootcamp. Skills bootcamps are free, flexible courses which can be completed in up to 16 weeks. They are perfect if you are looking to change career or progress in your existing early years role. Once you've completed your skills bootcamp, you are then given the opportunity to enroll and move on to an accelerated level 3 early years educator apprenticeship. This accelerated early years educator apprenticeship can be completed in just 12 months, which will mean that you will complete your apprenticeship 6 months sooner than the standard route. Follow either of these 2 routes if you want to make sure that the course that you enroll on and the qualification that you get at the end allows you to become a qualified nursery worker and is actually an official license. Finding level 3 qualifications that you Google online is risky, as many of the ones there are not full and relevant. So make sure you go through a verified training provider or an approved apprenticeship. But that's all you need to know about the qualifications needed to work or run a nursery. So if you do have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. To summarize, in order to open your own nursery, you don't need any formal qualifications. So if you want to work in or manage a nursery, you need to get either the level 2 or level 3 childcare qualification, which you should only get through an approved provider. If you have found this video useful, make sure you hit that like button. And if you are watching this video because you plan to open your own nursery, then check out this free starter guide to help increase your knowledge of how to begin opening your own nursery. It will help you start your business plan and teach you the steps needed to open up, which will help with your plans for opening your own nursery. Just click the link that's on the screen now to begin learning how to open your own nursery. I wish you all the best and I look forward to supporting you. God bless.